I was interested, like, Chuck, uh, take a look at his style and all these different things. Like, what would you say at that time, this '88 era, is your style?
I don't know. I mean, I would again. I don't know. I guess I have a soundbite with Flavor saying there was no other DJs with his style. I don't know. I don't know what I didn't purposely. I just did what I did. Again, I tried to make the scratches interesting. Um, more of a more of a more of a more of like an instrument, I think it's Tom Morello. Um, People keep telling me he tells the story that he patterned his playing after my scratching. And that says a lot. That meant a lot to me because that's I was aiming for. You know, just not just making noise. Like I don't like too simple scratches. That's just no. I don't want. I'm not looking for noise. I'm looking for music, so to speak. You know what I
Go,
mean? I'm
go
looking for
figure.
music. Yeah.
Go figure.
you know.
Okay. And one of the other big songs on It Takes a Nation Millions to Hold Us Back is, of course, Black Steel and Hour of Chaos. And one thing I was always intrigued is in the video, it doesn't match what happens in the song at the end with Chuck getting killed and hung and all that stuff. So do you remember why you guys decided to do it that way?
The video,
Yeah,
you have to ask whoever the
the director.
director who was so that I don't remember. I know Lionel Martin did some of our videos. I don't know if that was him on there, but I don't know. That's yeah. You'd have to whoever wrote the
Okay.
video. I forgot
Well,
what you
here's
call that.
here's a video question you might have a better insight on. For self-destruction, do you remember why you and Chuck were in a look like a radio studio or some sort of studio in the video, and then Flavor and the S1Ws were in a crowd or something?
I don't think I'm in that video.
No, you're
Are you sure?
barely in it. I'm pretty sure it's you and Chuck in some. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, but we'll look. But you don't.
I don't remember being around for that video.
Okay.
I do know that the only studio I remember being in the video was Buck Wyland. Was
Right.
it Buck Wyland? Yeah, Buck Wyland. I was in the studio with DMC. Um, I don't remember being around for the. I don't know where I was, but I wasn't there. If I was in the video, it was some outtake from somewhere else.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, you and Chuck are. Everybody else is on those steps, and Flav is dancing with the S1Ws. But you and Chuck, if I remember correctly, were in like a studio. It looked like a radio station studio at the time, type of
Mm,
thing. So I don't know. I just always thought
I
that
don't
was
remember.
bizarre.
You got me curious. I got to go back and watch it. But I wasn't around for the self destruction video. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. It was a long time ago. But I wasn't there when they were shooting it.
Gotcha. Now, with It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, you got Self Destruction, and then going into Fight the Power, another soundtrack song. And that video is another powerful one. But all this to be said, you're around all these things, you're in the middle of it, you're participating, you're helping create a lot of this stuff. What did you feel like? Was there a tide turning in the streets as far as people taking more pride, more knowledge of self, more history being important, more respecting women? Like, was this real or was it, did you see a change or not really?
Absolutely, absolutely, um, absolutely. I have people come up to me all the time, like thanking me, like dudes would be like, "Public Enemy saved my life." I'd be probably dead or in jail if it wasn't for Public Enemy. And so it was real. Like everybody started wearing the African medallions instead of the chains and that kind of stuff. So I'm proud of that. I mean, proud of that legacy. Um, like I have had my differences with the group why I left, but I don't. I'm the legacy is more important than the business side. So I don't talk too much about that. But yeah, actually, absolutely, the group had a profound effect. I think.
Okay. Also, in this time with Fight the Power, then you got Welcome to the Terror Dome before Fear of a Black Planet. Professor Griff is leaving, or left, I should say, kicked out, however you want to put it. Um, but the thing about the music that I thought was interesting is by the time we get to this 1990 with Fear of a Black Planet, groups weren't really doing what Public Enemy was doing with releasing these singles. So, like, Welcome to the Terror Dome wasn't tied to the album yet. You know, it was months before, which was unusual. Fight the Power was a soundtrack song, so that made a little more sense. But Public Enemy, back to with Rebel Without a Pause, wasn't tied to either album. It was in between. So, do you
Hmm.
remember? Do you remember the business or creatively or strategically why Public Enemy was still doing that when that was becoming more less and less frequent for a rap group?
Well, I can tell you for a fact the reason Rebel came out when it did in between the albums because they felt the urgent need to get some new material out. Now, why they did the other songs like that, I can't say. That was whose decision that was. But for Rebel, it was the urgency to get new music out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for you, when Griff left, was kicked out, whatever it actually was, what was your relationship with him? Was it hard for you? Did it, how did that affect how you were moving and what you were thinking?
Griff and I have a complicated relationship. I still talk to Griff now and again. I still talk to everybody now and again, but it was an unfortunate thing. I will say this, Griff. I'm surprised it took so long for Griff to say something that got picked up like that. Because Griff sometimes can be Griff. He'll say some things. He says some things, and I'll leave it at that. That he shouldn't be saying. Um, right or wrong or different. It's just you just you know. But so it is what it is. But he said a lot. He said a lot more controversial things. Like I say, and I'm
Oh,
surprised
I'm with
they
you.
didn't get out. Yeah.
I'm with you. I remember seeing a lot of stuff he said. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can be a piece of work sometimes, and I don't think he realizes. It is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.